What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wes Grant. You're watching Sub Urban Nerd, this channel where I get my nerd views on today's nerd news. America! So what's up, everybody? I'm gonna give you the nerd rundown, and today's gonna be a little bit different. There's not a lot of nerd news, so I had to go and search, dig deep down, really hard to find you some nerd news, and it's a lot of nerd news. In fact, it's a lot of gaming news as well. So the first thing I want to talk about is Batman. The animated series. It's the 25th anniversary. They had something over in Comic-Con, but they announced that, but they're gonna have animated series on Blu-ray. So if you guys liked the Batman animated series, it's gonna be available now, remastered, updated in Blu-ray, so you can get that crisp 90s graphics. So I don't know as far as like, but it's still good to watch it. Like that's one of the series that no matter what or how old, it's still a series you could just watch over and over. Like and they have so many episodes. It just got a little bit weird when they got to the Batman animated series, like, you know, the second, when they had the Joker, changed it to like black eyes, and I mean the Joker looked a lot weirder, like, but it was still a good series nonetheless, you know. And then they even had the Phantom like movies, and like I said, it's a great series. If you want to watch it, like I said, get it on DVD, Blu-ray. And Blu-ray is getting cheaper now, I guess. But I don't know. You probably be able to download it. Most of the time with Blu-rays, it comes with a download for anything that you buy. So you can have it also on your digital and not just have the hard disk if you don't like that kind of thing. But that's the first thing. Next thing, yesterday I talked about how Netflix is putting in $8 billion towards next year, 2018, towards like original content. They said they're going to do about like 80 new films, or 80 new movies or TV shows, just 80 new things of content, but they're doing 30 new shows of anime. So if you like anime, then it might be something good to look at. Like I said, I watched, was it the Seven Deadly Sins? That was a good one. Magi, that's a good one. New Yokio, that's a bad one. But if you're really drunk and you want to have a good fun time with your friends, I hear that you should watch that, because it's just one of those things that are so bad it's good with your friends. It's one of those things. So if you have some time, have your friends over, just have a game of shots. So anytime, because it's voiced by Jaden Smith, Will Smith's son. So anytime there's something like let's just say one of the black friends says some over the top shit where it's like a random curse, take a shot, because I guarantee you'll be drunk within like 20 minutes. So check that out if you want to have a funny time. If you're watching it by yourself, don't, because it's just really bad. But other than that, like they also had earlier this year, they had Castlevania. That's an original animated film by, you know, Netflix. Which, if you want to see something like that, check out Vampire Hunter D. This movie came out, was it 1990 something, and the graphics still hold up to what they showed in the Castlevania. But the only problem with Castlevania is too short. It was like 3 episodes, and it was a lot of build-up, had like no payoff, you know, as opposed to Vampire Hunter D. It's a full movie, it'll show you everything. If you like Castlevania, check out Vampire Hunter D. Next, on the CW, they're gonna get an animated series with Constantine. Now, if you did like, because I did like the series that was on, I believe it's CBS. I believe it was on CBS. It had a short run, like maybe 13 episodes. I liked it, but it didn't stand up. And they actually had a guest. He was a guest on Arrow. I believe it was season 3, but it was really good, and I enjoyed him in there. Everyone's been wondering if they're going to bring him back. Don't know, but he's getting an animated series. They have some concept art for the series. I'm going to try and see if I could get it in the description below, but check that out. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it, because I like anything kind of animated, especially with DC. DC just does such a great job with their animated movies. Marvel, not so much. Marvel just has it down with the MCU as far as live action. But DC, they be killing it on the animated movies. So if they're doing an animated show with the Constantine, definitely look forward to that. You should too. Next, this is all gonna be gaming news, so I'm just gonna give you a warning right now. If you don't want to watch the rest of this, thank you for watching my video. Subscribe, tell your friends, whatever. But for those that are into gaming too, I'm gonna give you a little bit of quick news. First off, we got actually, this is sort of gaming news, but it's actually kind of movie news. It's regarding, there was a Pikachu detective movie that's supposedly supposed to come out, led by, I think, by Legendary, and didn't know if this was real. But apparently, a YouTuber, like a YouTube channel called hashtag the hashtag show, yeah, they have some news about how they're looking at people to do the voice of Pikachu. Now, this is where it gets crazy, where you won't believe this. Let me tell you the 4 people they supposedly have in mind. Number 1, Hugh Jackman. Yes, Wolverine. You can hear Pikachu's voice in that, right? Nah. Next, Ryan Reynolds. Deadpool? Is Pikachu? Don't think so. Next, Mark Wahlberg. I don't even know why he's thrown in there randomly, but hey, it's Mark Wahlberg. He does no wrong, right? Hashtag The Happening. Next, the last one we have Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I don't even know why they think they could even just get him to do it. But maybe they think he just go for the paycheck, whatever. But like I said, this is all he say, she say, like, it's from this YouTube channel. I don't know if this is reliable, but this is what they're saying as far as they haven't even talked to these people yet. So there's nothing saying that this is official. So don't come from me saying that it's official. This is just what I've heard. So there was no meetings, there was no nothing. So I don't even think this is really happening. I don't know if this movie's really happening, but supposedly they're going forward with it. So whatever. Next we have the 3rd gen Pokemon Go Pokemon are coming out. They're coming out on Halloween. Which, for you people that played Pokemon Go, I played it like for a split second. I deleted it off my phone. I'm not into it. I had friends at work that were just going around the store just looking for new Pokemon. I saw people outside. There was a Pokemon hotspot up the park right over there. I could see them. People just around my house trying to get Pokemon. So, yeah, I'm not into that. But they're getting new Pokemon, and I think it's smart because it's Halloween and there's going to be kids looking for candy. So what better time to release new Pokemon than when all the kids are already going out for candy? I think it's genius. As much as I don't like it, it's genius. Next nerd news for the gaming. Nintendo now is aiming for adult gamers. Adult gamers like us, they're aiming for adult Western gamers. And they've showed that they've been trying to go for that, but like there's one game in particular that really shows that, they're really trying to get some adult gamers, and that's Doom. They're porting Doom over to the Nintendo Switch. And when the Nintendo Switch was coming out, they said that they wanted to get adult gamers in this because that's a big niche that they're not going after. Sure, you got the hardcore Nintendo fans, you got your Zelda, you got the Mario, but the third party, they've never been too good on the Nintendo. So hopefully they've made it easier for them to put their games onto their console. So that's probably the only thing that was holding back, the fact that it was too hard to convert the games over to the Nintendo's, like the Wii and the Wii U stuff. So we'll see how that goes. But they're doing it. They've done it with Bayonetta. They even had like some bloody games, I remember, Nintendo. But they don't do it too much. And third party just kind of stays away from them. But that's what's going on with that. Next, we got Super Mario Odyssey, also Nintendo. Early reviews have come in, and they're great. Like, they're saying that this game is like almost perfect score on a few reviews that I've seen. And like it from the trailers and from the videos I've seen, it looks pretty fun too. Like, I'm not even a Mario fan, but the fact that he takes his hat off, throws it on any enemy, and he automatically takes over that enemy, plays through the board with them, I think it's a pretty good and unique idea that's never been done, and that's what keeps Mario alive. The fact that they do change it up with the Mario World, Mario Galaxy, all these things, Mario Paint, like all these things that they do does keep it relevant in today's gaming. So keep on it. Next we got Gran Turismo Sport. It is released. It came out yesterday, and the reviews are kind of iffy because the offline playability is extremely limited, and like I just talked about last week, I believe, where there was like the servers are going out. So if you have a game that's completely online, if anything happens, you can't play it offline, then you pretty much have no game at all. So I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know, like, and I've already said that people were kind of iffy because they went from their whole 1,000 cars roster to like 150, so they could focus more on the tracks and the specifics and updating, which a lot of people like to just build up their garage. But hey, I guess maybe like and they're focusing more on the tracks, the weather effects, and all that stuff on the cars. So that's good. but I'm not really a racer gamer, so it has no effect on me. But I know there's some people that it's kind of iffy. And then plus, supposedly in this game you could get a real racing license, but except it's gonna cost you, I think it's $300 a month. But if you have that money, yeah. But it's one of those things that we have in there that to get more hardcore gamers in. So if you really play the game like that, you could have a legit racing license. You not have to go to a racetrack or whatever, have a legit racing license. And I talked to someone that is really into that, and they said, hey, with pilots for planes, they go through simulations before they fly a real plane. So why isn't it the same? We're pretty much in a simulation driving, because he has a whole setup, he says, where the steering wheel, 3 pedals, the gear shifter, the stick shift, and all that. So if he's going through all that and he's doing the tracks and doing the hours, it technically counts as training. So hey, if he wants that license, I guess he gets that license. But that's as far as that goes. Now, the last thing I have to talk about is Apple. I talked months ago, probably when I first started this channel, how people are going, like, they're suing. A lot of people, and Apple lost a lawsuit for a patent for like $10 million, right? And originally they were suing for like 100, something like that. Well, Apple lost another one, and this time they're paying that big money. Or supposedly, they lost a patent. They lost a patent, so they're gonna have to pay $440 million to a patent troll called for over their FaceTime app and others called, and the patent troll is called Vernet X, for pretty much infringing on 4 patent technologies and used in FaceTime and other apps and other iOS apps. Apple's going to appeal the ruling and pretty much keep it going, because like if you have that money, you can just keep appealing, push it back, and I'm not sure when that's happening, but it's happened since 2000. This thing that they lost, it's been going on since 2010, so it's for 7 years. It's still nothing, but apparently they lost it, but they're going to keep appealing it, and they're going to supposedly have to pay that money. But they say it's patent trolls because he's one of these patent trolls where you get in patent on these things and you just don't do anything. So you pretty much patent everything, every idea, every technology kind of idea, so that in case anyone does something like that, they have to pay you. So that's pretty much what the situation is, and that's pretty much it for Nerd Rundown. Thank you for listening. If you watched the whole video, thank you a lot. Remember to subscribe. Check out yesterday's Nerd Rundown, and check out the playlist up here. So if anything, remember, I'm Wes Grant. You've been watching Urban Nerd. You've just been nerdified. Catch you guys tomorrow. Thanks.